Typical Lee. There could be 100 elk where we're going in the morning, but he's gonna act like there's not much here. If you actually said there was a lot of elk, or we're like, oh man, it's gonna be awesome, I'd be scared. Right there. That bull's close. The bull's real close. There's a lot of excellent elk meat laying there.
It's like 15 pounds! Bam! Look at that fish!
Welcome to the Grigsby. We just had a giant run across the field.
That's a big old deer, man.
That is a stud.
Gosh, that's a heck of a deer.
What does a big buck see the Grigsby say when they fall?
Timber!
Much anticipated trip. We come to Chama, New Mexico every year to hunt with Lee and Valerie Wees. They own Fishtail Ranch. He's got a ton of elk here, got some nice bulls, but it's just a place where you come see so many elk. I'm excited to be here. We are here open week of gun season. It's gonna be awesome. And we kick off elk season with the rifle in New Mexico. We are very, 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 very close to tomorrow morning. I'm excited. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I was telling them in the truck when we were pulling up, the annual Fishtail elk event is about to begin.
There you go. So then I can officially tell you that we're not seeing many and they're not bugling.
Typical Lee's never ever gonna admit or say there could be 100 elk where we're going in the morning, but he's gonna act like there's not much here. It's just,
Maybe not this year.
if you actually said there was a lot of elk, or we're like, oh man, it's gonna be awesome, I'd be scared. I wouldn't know how to react to that.
Oh, well.
What time you want to shoot?
About 3 o'clock.
All right, we'll get our stuff together and get ready to shoot.
All right. We'll see you in a minute.
Right in the middle. Ready to go elk hunting tomorrow. It's shooting good. So have you been to Fishtail before?
I have. 3 years ago, 2016, we came rolling in, a bunch of rookies. I think we hunted for 3 days, and we hadn't seen anything. We had a migration hunt. Got parks the truck. We come up over the first hill. I think I've still got a picture. There was 600 of them. It's our first exposure to elk ever.
Really?
And I'm not kidding you. They were as
You
far
saw
as you could
600.
see. I'm not kidding you. And the biggest bull was at the very end. And anyhow, we stalked them a little bit. They started to scramble a little bit. Jumped over a couple hills, caught the big one right at the tail end. So took a couple shots, but went down pretty quick. Let him set for a couple hours. Came back, tracked him in the snow. Lee cussed me for missing the second shot. Not really.
You know
It's a
what?
good
I
thing-
have a story about that too. So. Yeah, I've done that with Lee.
He had heard the shot being on the other side of the section.
Yeah.
I said, why didn't hit? He said, no. He said, you hit. He said, I heard it. We didn't even know Lee was back up there. Scott said, well,
Sneaky
anyhow.
Lee.
Well, I was terrified that I missed it. It was a nice bull. We got up there and found it, drug it out, and been celebrating ever since. Came back second time around.
Yeah, I don't take real kindly to missing.
I'll give you these
Yeah.
two.
And I don't take real kindly to not shooting again really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when I got yelled at, was because I
I can
wasn't.
tell that later during the speech if you'd like.
I'm sure he will. He does every time I'm here.
How could you tell that that one of those bulls had hit?
I can hear it.
You hear
I
that?
can hear it. It has a different sound.
Half a mile away.
Yeah.
Better.
Sometimes being further away is easier to hear it than being close.
These guys, they can hear bullets and make an impact that from that distance. And Scott would say, well, there's an elk up on that ridge. And there's 2 or 3, 4 ridges, and I'm looking, so I don't see it. No, few more. It's like they're a mile and a half away, and they're spotting elk up there.
That's when you do the classic. You just touch your binoculars and bring them down and go, find one down here. I'm not going up there. That's how that works.
Yeah.
That's because you're not a seasoned elk hunter. You'll learn that on your second
Oh my
hunt.
gosh.
Because otherwise they're going to walk the legs off of you,
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
especially Scott or Lee, either one of them.
Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, Academy, Bowtech, Bubba Ropes, Bushnell, Spy Point, Thermacell, Hunter Safety System.
One thing that you have to have working every single time you send an arrow downrange at a big buck, and that's your broadhead. How about the new line of heads from True Glow? All these heads ferrules are made out of titanium, so crazy tough, you can't break these ferrules. And their blades are super thick and as sharp as anybody's in the industry. Check out the broadheads that True Glow's making. I'll tell you one thing, they fly like darts. We shoot Excalibur crossbows, and there's a lot of reasons why. The biggest one for me, accuracy. You've got to have a great trigger on a crossbow in order for it to be accurate. And I tell you what, the way these triggers break, super crisp and clean, and you can squeeze and get that clean break every time. And the recurve limb setup is the way to go with a crossbow because it keeps things simple and you don't have to worry about things breaking. These crossbows are as tough as they come, and they'll put the game down every time. We shoot Excalibur crossbows on Savage Outdoors.
A couple of things that when you're packing your pack that have absolutely no value here at the lodge. The first one being your hunting license. Has absolutely no value here at the lodge. And bullets. Just go ahead and take plenty of bullets with you. You know, any guide that you have, if you think 2 or 3 is enough, go ahead and take a box. They'll probably guide you to carry the rest of them. Everybody here this week has a mature bull or antlerless elk permit. The antlerless part of it is a new thing for the next 4 years. It is your option at any point to shoot a legal bull, which is a mature bull, which is a bull that has a 6-inch branch off of the main beam, or an antlerless elk. The goal of this tag, and I have worked diligently for 2 years to get this tag in place up here, was that they were either fixing to give us more cow tags or we were going to work on this mature bull or antlerless tag. And so my goal is that maybe we'll save the lives of some 2.5-year-old bulls and make them 3.5. And at 3.5, these bulls up here are nice bulls. Everybody would be happy to take one. What I am going to forewarn you of this year, this is as good a year as we've had. The elk are fat, they're happy. They put on all the horse growth they're going to put on for their age bracket.
All right, let's go. Let's go, man. Come on, let's go.
Good night. Have a good time.
Well, first day here in Chama. What we're trying to do is catch these elk coming off these hay fields down here. We've hunted this area before. It's been really good in the past years, but they go up into the neighbor's property here and bed down, so you got to catch them as they cross the river or get them before they get over there. And we're set up here waiting, but in the dark as we walked in, we could hear elk bugling out there. It was definitely elk here. We just don't know if they've already gone up or if they're down here and we're just having to wait, trying to listen for these bulls, but it's tough because the water noise with the river right here, I can't hear them, so I can't tell where they're at. Do you see any more down there?
No, they get back behind us and they're just screaming.
That one that was way out there that bugled that when we were already up here though, if he left, he freaking ran. You don't think they're out there lingering out there in the field, do you?
I don't know. We've come this far, we just gotta wait it out and see. Wait till the sun comes over the mountain. Once that sun comes over the mountain, they're either out there and coming or they're not. Those cows are right down there. This bull was down here, but he acted like he was all alone. I think he may have gone in there and doubled back around.
I think so, because the elk I saw was moving awful fast, like he was trying to figure out a way to get past us. Is there a spot they prefer to cross more than others, or it doesn't? There's just not really.
Yeah, there's 5 or 6 of them. It just depends on where they head that day. You can see the trails in the daylight where they're gonna go, but when it's 2.5 miles from one end of this to the other, picking the right spot's not as easy as it sounds. New spot.
New spot?
New spot.
All right, well, I guess they beat us off the hayfields. We felt like we were behind them, but there's lots of bugling over there.
Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Federal Ammunition, Conquest Scents, Easton, Excalibur, Nature Blinds, Orange Corn, Pete Shoe Dryer, Real Tree.
I found my gators from Alaska, so I'm good.
Somebody went up there and they said they were gonna go to Alaska and hunt, and they said it might rain. What, you think I'd take some rain gear? You should go buy the best rain gear you've ever owned if you're gonna hunt in Alaska for a week.
That is not something you skimp on.
No. Whatever the best stuff you ever owned is.
And then if there's one better, buy it. So what's the plan for this morning? Cross the river and try to get up there and look down and catch them before they go to bed?
Long ways to walk, short time to get there.
All right, well, I'm ready whenever you are. Right. I'm eating some energy food, so I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's just 6:31 is the magic number. That's when we need to be there.
I can hear him. That bull's close. That bull's real close. He's right there. Oh, shoot. Big bull. Good bull. He's coming out of the brush right there. He's coming right to us. Cow call leaf. One more time. Your light lights. Man, we're legal on time, right, Lee? Yeah. Steven, are you good? That's as good a bull as we can get here. Yes or no? Yes?
Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, Academy, Federal Ammunition, True Glow, Bushnell, Conquest Scents, Thermacell, Nature Blinds, Hunter Safety System.
Everything I do with whitetails, I take super serious. And I use nature blinds because you take that tree stump, I can drop that thing anywhere and it blends in and the deer just have no idea it's there. Nothing like having a pop-up or a big metal box blind. That thing disappears and looks good and real. There's no blind that looks as real as a nature blind. Check out the stump blinds and all the great products that Nature Blind makes. We truly live the outdoor lifestyle. For traveling all over the country, hunting on Savage Outdoors, or when we're outfitting. We've got locations in South Dakota, Illinois, and South Texas, and I always have relied on Real Tree patterns to keep me hidden. They are the most effective and versatile patterns out there. And the new timber, it's my favorite.
Was the big bucks see the Grigsby say when they fall?
Timber!
Well, here on Savage Outdoors, we're chasing whitetails all over the country, and there's only one type of scent we'll use, and that's Conquest Scents. BS1, Evercom, and all the other great products they make. How about that new scent fire where you're actually vaping the scent out and it runs off a remote? Pretty cool product. The guys at Conquest are always being super innovative to make us more successful in the whitetail world. Closed captioning for Savage Outdoors is brought to you by TruGlow Titanium X broadheads. Shoot that TruGlow 4-blade, blew right through him, and he's laying. I can see him in the road right there. That bull's close. That bull's real close. Right there. Oh, shoot. Big bull. Good bull. He's coming out of the brush right there. He's coming right to us. Cow callers. One more time. Looks pretty good. He's going. What's your light like, Steve? We're leaving on time, right, Lee? Yeah. That's as good a bull as we can get here. Yes or no? Yes?
I can't tell. It looked like he may have gone down.
After that second shot, he definitely wasn't going nowhere.
I don't think so. He was right there.
I think we got a bull.
There it is, right there.
The bull?
Right in the grass, right there, just across the
Oh,
log.
down, yeah. I thought you were talking about like alive. I'm like,
No.
where are you looking at?
Done deal, just Delcords.
He's sideways, we got him.
Yeah.
Woo! There's an elk laying on the ground right there. Thank you, sir.
Nice job.
Yeah, no.
Good bull.
Yeah, we hit him good. I was worried about that, but heck, that was a good shot. You know what I like the most about this whole situation? There is a lot of excellent elk meat laying there.
There you
That is
go.
going back to Texas. Some of my buddies will appreciate the invite over to the house for some good eating, guns open.
They're all happy to find you.
Yeah, so that is my New Mexico bull. Lee put us in the right spot. We started back here at the truck, hustled across those fields, then bumped into some elk. We had to wait to get it daylight. You know, so there's nothing we could do except wait. And then by the time we got down here, all the elk were leaving again, just like yesterday, except yesterday they left before daylight. And this bull hears us, I think, cross the river. He came right to us. He literally committed suicide.
He's screaming and coming right at us.
Yeah, he committed suicide. As Randy would say, count all the points. So that looks like a 5x6 to me.
Well, yeah, well, you know, if you're letting Randy count, that makes him a 5x7.
Right? Yeah, that's cool. Man, thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
Hey, if you want a great elk hunt, I've said it for years, come down here and hunt with Lee in New Mexico. He's got a ton of elk, and that's what it's all about. If you've never done an elk hunt and you've always dreamed about doing it, or you've done elk hunts and not been successful, because elk hunting's tough, so you don't get one every time you go. This is a great place to come because the odds are super high that you'll get an opportunity at a really nice bull. You know, I don't know, we always ask, we need to look it up and actually see how many years in a row we've hunted here. How many years have we hunted here?
8 or 9 years.
I don't know, 8 or 9 years, and you know, every year but 1 year we got a bull.
That's right.
And they just kicked our butt that year. And it's because there's just a lot of elk. Lee does a great job. Give him a call, they'll put you on a good bull. Thank you, thank you. Now we got some work to do, and then we're headed back to Texas. Cool, looks like they killed a big one there though. That's a good bull. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. Where'd y'all get him at? Did you?
We ain't down 6:30.
So did we.
No,
No,
about
6:31.
6:45. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, that's pretty tight at 6:30. That's a good one. Did you call him in or?
There was another bull with his cows. They came across. The bull was behind the tree, and he was on him, waiting for him to come out. And all of a sudden, I heard the bugle and looked, and here come this one. I said, "Shoot that one." Yeah, that one will do.
That was bigger. Awesome.
Cool.
They got it. First shot.
We were digging for camera light, and he walked out 60 yards broadside, and Mike said, "You got him?" Steven said, "I think so." Okay. No reason to let it go.
Well, if he'd have waited 5 more minutes before he wanted to leave, that'd have been better. But he was leaving.
Mike,
Well,
We just got in his way.
We shot him. That cow and those others was standing on the side of the knob over there, and he trying to get his.
exactly what will you rent your gun to your dad for?
Market rate, I mean, you know. It's a proven winner.
It's a really good gun.
Prices just went way up now that we know it works.
They're saying that price of that gun really increased.
You should probably be really nice because I happen to know who wrote the checks.
Yeah,
for this.
right. How about that?
Yeah, I think your mother's got 9 months of rent that your dad's gonna collect on.
Yeah. I gotta tell you one thing, though, seriously. It is, as a father, probably more exciting watching my son do it than me doing it myself. I mean, it was fantastic. I mean, it was just so cool.
There you
I
go.
mean, you know,
Yeah,
really cool.
He